The champions here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the
U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Stafford to Cup there for a Rams first down.
Is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. They find some open field here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Now it's Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Show what you got. That's right, do your thing. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. All right, go get them now. Whatever it takes, I'm getting it. Let's do our thing. Let's dominate this. This is your game, baby. You call it? Let's go. Let's go. I'm back to one, boys. Yeah, let's go.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And out now come the Vikings. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took it.
It was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the Rams first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 6. Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
What's the deal, y'all?
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Do your thing. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Let's go, baby. Big week, every week. That's right. Let's go, man.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A first down throw for Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals pass. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and
9. Now Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's able to get out to the 32, run down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down Rams.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now a first down throw, Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Back to throw. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Stafford hooking up with Akers. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Show them what you got. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Every week. Let's get something going. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go. Let's have some fun with it, man.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So Cousins and the Vikings down by 13. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. They've yet to dent the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. First down. Here's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. To
pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Now Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Cousins on 1st down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll throw again. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
One last shot now for Cousins. This is caught. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.